Hi, this time I'm going to show you how the training journal works in the application. So I click on the training journal and I've got two options. I can either watch and read through the statistics of my training journal from the past, which I can use the filter for. I can filter by the activity, so I can filter only the golf related activities. I can filter, for instance, just the fitness training, or when I filter other, I can see the injury and illnesses, which is something not everyone is tracking, but it can be a very valuable information to see the correlation between the training plans, the training activities, and the frequency of illnesses and injuries of each player. So I go back to the overall activities in the training journal. I can also use the filter by the current week, previous week, current month, this month, current year, previous year, and the coach can even download the PDF document from the training journal. So you can see the activities you're doing in the practice, how much time you spent training individually, training with a coach or in a group, how much time you spent on a golf course compared to the practice range, how much time you spent on the long game, short game, by putting, and you can even go into this detail, which depends on how detailed information you are putting into the training journal. With the training journal, basically the most important thing is to put the data into the journal every time after you practice. So you need to have the data complete to give you a valuable information. To show you how you put the data inside, how you enter the data from your practice session, you go to the new record in the top of the page, and you are adding the activity from the practice which you just finished. So let's say you had a practice session where you practiced golf. It was individual training. You focused on the long game, specifically on the long irons and on technique for half an hour, and you hit 50 golf balls. You will add another activity which was golf again, but you were practicing with the coach and you focused on putting, on short putts, pace for 60 minutes, and I don't want the balls to be included. After the practice session, you did the regeneration, physical therapy for half an hour, and then in the evening you did some fitness training individually, and you focused on strength for an hour, and also you focused on, let's say, endurance for half an hour. You can write down some note about the practice session, do the evaluation of the practice session, and save the record. When you do this on your mobile after each training session, it's not going to take you more than 1 minute, and you will have the data always complete. Now the data came straight into the graphs, into the training data overview. So when I look at the current week, all the activities I put down into the training journals will be included in there, and you can go through this information with your coach or yourself, do the evaluation, and perhaps see that you are focusing too much on some part of the game which don't really need any improvement, and you are missing some part in your training which you should be improving on based on the game statistics. So you can then change your training plans with you or with a coach and focus on the activities you really need to focus on and improve. So just my advice is to put all the data into the training journal. Every time you do some activity, write it down. It's not going to take you a long time, but after some time, after a month, half a year, you'll see a significant amount of data which you can work with, and you can improve your game based on the analysis of this data. So fingers crossed and play well.